So I was training actually here at AU with the Nation's Capital Swim Club, and I always liked the vibe of the campus. I appreciated the makeup of the team, and going from the club team and being here in this area, it was a pretty natural move. So it was a little bit of an inside look prior to coming here. And quite honestly, I always wanted to be here. So one of the things that I remember from meeting the team and coming out with the team as a freshman is the focus on the intellectual side of the sport. Having been with Nation's Capital prior, it was very volume driven, which was very effective. But I think coming to the college side of things and seeing how much more there was to the sport intellectually, whereas it was a lot more strategy based. It was a lot of technique focus. There were some outside of the box things that we did, such as meditation. The dryland program that we did outside of the pool was exceptional. So all the things that were sort of elevating us as athletes were fantastic, and just opening our minds to so many different things within the sport. So as far as my leadership and what role that I chose to play is I definitely made sure that I focused on working really, really hard. I know that at times I was a little stubborn and a little bit, one of the beautiful things is our coaches would actually, have video for us available to watch. And at times I just wanted to let's go, let's train. In that side, I probably failed a little bit in embracing all of that was available. But as far as I think I definitely led with, sometimes my teammates would sort of stare at me a little bit because I was just in it and crying and just, let's go. So I think I led with my heart. The values that I saw on our team that I also just completely soaked in for myself was service. We served each other. We were always there for each other. So one of the mornings, I wasn't in the locker room, and I had 10 phone calls from teammates. Thiel, where are you? And we're making sure that we're keeping each other accountable and making sure that we're, one of the things that we also did is we run the 5K at the beginning of the year, and making sure that we're touching base with the community and understanding that sport is just a vehicle for representing who we are inside. So balancing the academic and the athletic portion, I thought was another reason that pulled me into this team immediately, is we focused on student athlete, and that student portion always came first. I thought it was absolutely amazing, all the resources that were available to us as athletes in terms of the tutoring that was available. Even the study hall freshman year that was forced upon us was a beautiful thing. And I always appreciated the fact that our coaches really drove home the academic performance side of things. Absolutely. So as far as personally allowing me to accomplish some of the things that I did is loyalty. So one of the things that took place, obviously things changed a little bit for us as a team. When I came on, it definitely, I chose to be here, and it was definitely, I remember there was a conference championship where it was 200 free. Not one of my better events. I was always better at the longer things. And I was in a lot of pain in that 200, and there was a girl from Colgate right next to me, and I was like, nope, got to do this for AU. Got to do it for the team. So I think that's what allowed me to be where I was. So the reason why I stayed on as a coach afterwards is just the love of the team. The love of my fellow coaches and colleagues in this campus is just so special. The environment, just again blending the academic intelligence side of being an athlete with just the brute force of being, of competing. I also was on a mission to impart to our athletes that the sport isn't who you are. It's how you choose to use the sport as a vehicle for expressing yourself. I thought that was very important as a coach, and I actually coached a few years after that with a club team as well, and that was always one of my missions. So when I got notified that I was going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, it was just extreme gratitude. And who I was, being inducted with as well, just amazing individuals, and what they've accomplished as well here at American. It allowed a lot of I feel like a lot of lifetimes have passed since having been here. So it was such a beautiful moment to reflect, and then having multiple teammates reach out and being able to reconnect with them has just been such an amazing opportunity, and just seeing how much everyone has grown. And I think that growth is due to having been here, because I think that this campus really facilitates us growing as individuals. So as far as what American brought, as far as my experience here and allowing me to grow as a human, and being of service to our community, growing up I was very sheltered. Swimming was definitely a beautiful outlet for me, and coming to American with such a beautiful range of people on campus and experiences and life exposure, and the way that we attacked our sport as well was completely different, allowed for me to really grow and just be comfortable going down different avenues. And honestly, I probably wouldn't be a police officer today if it wasn't for AU.